The New York Jets beat the Buffalo Bills 37-31. You're watching the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Thursday night football streamed live on Twitter.com, or at least that's where I was watching it today, and it was a very interesting experience. Unfortunately to me, the NFL had to sell to the highest bidder. They were bidding this to Twitter and Yahoo and Facebook and all of that, and they just sold to Twitter. Twitter gave them the most, and they said, okay, here you go. But I thought YouTube would have been a better platform. Twitter just isn't for watching things to me. I don't know. I didn't love it. But anyway, let's talk about the game, because that's what you're here for. That's what I'm here for. So, I had the Bills winning this football game, and it was based off of the premise that last year the Bills swept the Jets, and that I thought that the cornerback tandem of Stephon Gilmore and Ronald Darby could slow down the wide receiver tandem of Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker. This proved to not be true tonight, as Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker consistently killed the Bills cornerbacks, and I'm very surprised and I'm very disappointed in these Bills cornerbacks, because let me tell you right now, if Ronald Darby and Stephon Gilmore are not covering well, this Bills team, this entire team, is screwed. They're in big doo-doo trouble, because they're their only hope to me, honestly, especially defensively. You saw the front seven today and how weak it is. Already without Marcel Darius, he's suspended right now. Right now, Kyle Williams, to me, the guy is getting old. He's not very good anymore. They don't have a lot of dynamic and good players in this front seven right now, and their only hope defensively are these two corners. And, the safeties, they're actually pretty good, but I didn't see them today. They were really trusting these cornerbacks in one-on-one coverage with these wide receivers, and they could not win consistently. Maybe one play out of 10 they would win against Eric Decker and Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall had a big drop today. They should have had even more yards combined, but they both still combined for over 220 yards receiving. That's way too freaking high. And Ryan Fitzpatrick threw for 347 yards. Way too high. If this Bills pass defense cannot be better than this, they're in for a long season. They haven't even faced the Patriots yet. Man, they're in big trouble. I think the Bills are in big trouble. I have them going 6-10 heading into this season. Man, that might be generous, because right now they're going to start 0-4. They have to go up against the Cardinals and the Patriots in the upcoming 2 weeks. Man, that's rough. Luckily, after that, they get to go to LA, and that's not a very easy game, okay? Trust me, that's not very easy, but it's the easiest that I see in the foreseeable future. As for the Jets, they needed this game, because speaking of tough schedules, the Jets have one. They have to go up against the Cardinals and the Seahawks and some other tough teams as well coming up. They needed this game. They got this game good. Matt Forte looked really good today. 3 rushing touchdowns for Matt Forte. That was really good for him. Really solidifying the fact that, hey, I'm not old yet. The Bears were too quick to let me go, and indeed they were. I was also very surprised with Quincy Enunwa, who had a really good first half. He is actually solidifying himself as a pretty good number 3 wide receiver for the New York Jets, and this is something I thought would not be true before the season, so this is very surprising to me. Ryan Fitzpatrick still being Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is pretty good lately. He's being the 2015 version of Ryan Fitzpatrick as opposed to the 2014, or even though that one wasn't really that bad, or as opposed to the 2013 with the Tennessee Titans, or the 2012 with the Buffalo Bills. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's been the 2015 Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that's the Ryan Fitzpatrick he needs to be if the Jets are going to compete or make a wild card, because they're not winning this division, okay? They're just not going to do it. But hey, right now they look about where they were last year, but the problem is this year the schedule is much tougher. But they got a big win. They got a tough win in Buffalo. Good for them. Still have some tough games coming up from here. We'll see how that goes. Let's talk about the Jets defense real quick. Really impressed with their defensive line today. They really slowed down LaShawn McCoy, Sheldon Richardson, Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson, and Leonard Williams. So many names there, so many interesting names. They're so dominant. These guys are so good. Honestly, they're so dominant, so good. Unfortunately, one of them is probably going to have to go, because you just can't pay all 3 of these guys. I know Leonard Williams is on a rookie contract, but not for long. So one of them is going to probably have to go sooner or later. But as for right now, man, they're really good. Linebackers aren't great right now. I saw some issues with that. And I was looking at some plays where LaShawn McCoy actually got yardage and the linebackers were at fault. So the linebackers need to be better to me. Darrelle Revis got burned yet again. Again, Darrelle Revis getting burned. The guy looks old. And Buster Screen isn't that good. Marcus Williams is actually pretty good, and he's stepping his game up. Same can't be said for Darrelle Revis or Buster Screen right now. They need to play better. I know Sammy Watkins didn't do much today, so I guess you can say Darrelle Revis had a good game, but look, he can't get burned for an 80 whatever yard touchdown that was by Marcus Goodwin or whatever yardage it was. You can't have it. You can't allow that, Darrelle Revis. You got to be better than that. Man, you're getting torn to shreds. You have to be better than that, Darrelle Revis. I expect more from you, and you should expect more from yourself. And as for the Bills defense, again, to me, those cornerbacks right now, they struggle this game. They need to be better. And offensively, man, this offense is in trouble. They can't sustain drives. They had 2 huge touchdowns today, 2 long touchdowns, but if it wasn't for that, man, I mean, this offense wouldn't have gotten anything today. The first time getting to the red zone was that very last drive. I mean, that's ridiculous. You have to be able to sustain an offense, to have an offense that can move the ball consistently down the field, get it points throughout a game, with not relying on these fumble, returns for touchdowns, not relying on these deep balls, have a nice, consistent, flowing offense. Bills can't have that right now. They need to figure this out. I don't think they have the wide receiver talent to do it outside of Sammy Watkins. I don't think Charles Clay is very impressive either. I don't think that LaShawn McCoy can really do that at his age right now. So to me, the Bills, they're in trouble, man. They got to figure this out. And Rex Ryan's on the hot seat. This guy, if he can't pull together some wins soon, he may get fired mid-season. It wouldn't shock me at all. So Rex Ryan, you got to pull together the troops here, because the Bills, they're starting to look in deep water, deep trouble right now. The Bills got to get it together. And the New York Jets, they're still exactly where I thought they would be before the season. So with that said, what were your thoughts on this game? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out.